Hi, good morning. My name is Brian Foster. I'm here today to make a short video for Learning Engagement 3. In today's video, we're going to be using the Visible Thinking Routine from the Harvard Project Zero, and we start off with North, which is what we need to know before we can continue. Now, the first question we were given was, what else do I need to know or find out about the responsibilities of each role description? And I was thinking about how best I could represent the IB through the learner profile and through the mission statement. Then secondly, I was wondering how specialised each educator has to be in a specialised subject. For example, if you were to present a workshop on the personal project, would you need to be a personal project coordinator? And then finally, the collaboration that team members have before they visit a school. I was thinking, what kind of collaboration do they have? I suppose they will have some kind of digital collaboration with through email or through Skype or something like that. The next part is, what additional information would further help me understand the responsibilities of each role description? Well, the first thing I would need to know is how do we measure the quality of the materials used? I know there is a survey after each workshop to talk about this. Also, I would need to do a little bit more research on effective adult practices for learning to make sure that I am up to date in these practices. And finally, I would like to know about the responsibilities of the visit team, how they are divided up, and does each team member have the same amount of input into the final outcome. The next part is probably the easiest part for me, what excites me about the responsibility of each role description. I think one of the main things is the opportunity to share and help other educators. This is what we do as teachers. Also to encourage and empower others to carry out the IB mission statement, which is, I think, all of us believe in the IB mission statement. It's one of the reasons that we're involved in the IB, and it's what excites me. Also to see how other schools implement the programme. Because I know different schools have a different take on all the different aspects of the programme. It's interesting to find out different ideas. And finally, to meet these educators and listen to them and discover their ideas. This is what the IB world is about, sharing ideas. Now we move on to my current stance on the responsibilities for each role description. I think that these are very well tied in with the IB and with the learner profile and the mission statement, and what we should be doing as educators, not only for students but also for other teachers. For example, they are tied in with the idea of significant learning, which is something that we should be doing as educators with our students, and of course we have to carry that through with adults in the IB as well, teaching by example. Talking about curriculum, also the different contexts, both locally, national and cultural different contexts. Also this idea of building empathy with the adults and with any student, with the adults or children, and multiple perspectives. All these things have to be taken into account when we're leading a workshop or visiting a school to hold up the values of the IB. So I think my stance is that they're very well thought out. Now we come to how I might move forward with these throughout the training, and as I said before, I think they're very important, and I think what I need to do is to reflect a little bit about where I am with those now and how I can improve with them during the training, and which ones are my strengths and my weaknesses to work on them accordingly. Now we move on to what I find worrying about responsibilities. Well, I suppose firstly there are quite a few responsibilities which we have to take into account and be thinking about all the time. I suppose for most of us as teachers we are often quite busy, so time is a factor, but I believe when you really believe in something you always find the time for it, but just don't tell my wife that. Another thing I worry about as well a little bit is the idea of the cultural contexts. For example, when visiting a school as a team member or as a workshop leader, do I know enough about the different cultural contexts which need to be taken into account in that place? And also the local curriculum. I might be visiting countries that I might know very little about the local curriculum. And finally, what are my concerns? Well, I suppose my main concern is to be able to complete this course and do well in it, because this is something that I really believe in, and the IB, I think, has rejuvenated me as a teacher, and I just worry about not being able to contribute to the high standard that I want to contribute. And as I said, I really believe in this, and one of the reasons I put this picture is because this is my son involved in one of my projects, and he's of course in PYP. So a bright hope for the future too. Thank you very much.